Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another weekly forecast. And before we get started, let's have a quick look at what happened last week, and then let's sort of continue with this upcoming week's forecast. So last week was a very interesting week for me. It was sort of going against some of my setups. I did sort of send some in the free Telegram, and some of them had the reaction but didn't sort of go the whole take profit. As you can see, I think there was one where we took a sell from this area at 1960. We managed to catch 100 pips, but then price sort of continued to push up after that, so it didn't sort of give me that full sort of bearish move I was looking for. Other than that, price then continued back up to 1980, which was a full retracement of this sort of move back down here. So the price went back up, and then NFP sort of brought price back down. I was looking for bearish moves all week, but it was a shame that I sort of couldn't get the right time to get the sell, and then it ended up happening on a Friday, which was after NFP, after the market dried me out. Usually happens, but I guess it's one of those ones where the week wasn't for me, especially on VIP. But I think Peter managed to sort of, we got something where we managed to catch the sell after right on NFP release. So yeah, I think that is enough to sort of make your money back right there. So yeah, as you can see, price sort of retraced back up to this 1980 level, which is now creating quite a lot of liquidity up from here. So this is sort of giving me the vibes that, right, price will come back up to 1980 to clear this, because there's, you know, quite a lot of touches around this area. So this stop loss is sitting all above here, which I know price will want to come and collect, but the question is, when will it do that? So let me just go and undo all of this good stuff here, and let's have a look at why price bounced here and what price is likely to do next. So you can see this goal line at the bottom. If I just refresh the zoom there, price basically took out the previous low right on the order block, sort of bounced back up towards the resistance level, and then price is now retracing. The question is, we want to see exactly what will happen at the start of the week, because I got this buy zone here, so it's very interesting. So I've got two scenarios that's likely to play out. Right, we have a big bearish drop here. Price is sort of creating liquidity, so I'm looking for price to come up to this area to perhaps collect this. It may not be collected, so I don't want anyone who sort of follows this forecast as a, you know, follow it like it's gospel, you know, like it's gonna happen. It's not. It may happen, may not happen. We just use this. We just do these forecasts to sort of give us an idea of what we like be expecting if price happens like this. And I'm gonna sort of, this is why I do these forecasts, is so I can show you guys what I'm looking for and how the market should react in sort of my 2-3 years of trading gold. So price just bounced straight off this level. We may see price break this low, but it may not happen immediately, right? So what would happen is, I'm looking for Monday, because I want to see what happens around this buy zone. If price sort of holds on this buy zone around US session, remember, I'm not going to enter London. We'd like to look to enter a US session, because that gives us more time for the market to sort of marinate, create that support if it needs to. And then if we're sort of holding around US session, this could give us a nice sort of retracement of this move, right? And then sort of confirming which way it wants to go. So if price sort of pushes back up on a Monday, that is sort of a pullback of the NFP price action. It could even go halfway to 50% back to 1960, and then continue back down. But remember what I said, that 1985 level is still intact. So if price sort of pushes back down here, this is where I would like to see that sort of bullish strength come back in, because you see we had it once here. If we zoom out again, we had it here where price broke out, retested and pushed up. We may have it again where price sort of pushes up here, retests and goes back up to this area. Once you see price pushing this 1980, best believe the price will sort of consolidate to sort of push back up towards that 2000 level. That is the next area. And my cat has decided to climb up the chair. Okay, that is that one scenario if we get bounced off the buy zone. If we don't, this is what's likely to happen. It'll be a much more cleaner move where price sort of continues its push down, right? It'll be like a sort of harder push, but this will be sort of a think a sort of liquidity grab where price sort of liquidates and then gets ready for the continuation for next week, where price will likely push up towards this level here. I think we are expecting a proper pullback, which I wanted to see last week with NFP, where price sort of pushes up towards 2000, and then we're likely to see a drop next week. But price sort of gave us that drop this week, which is good, because if we look at the weekly candle, right, you can see that price, that's like a reversal candle right there. Price sort of tried to push up and then closed bullish, as like a doji sort of thing, but it's indecisive, isn't it? It's like you can go either way. See, we had some sort of thing like that where price tried to push up, got dropped down, the next week just continue dropping. But remember, if you look at this whole zone on the left, where's my box, you can see that this candle happened here, but the actual order block and stuff was like down here where the support was. So price sort of traded into there and then pushed up, whereas in this area price has now taken out previous lows, right? So price could take out that low again, pop into this area, give us a nice pullback that we can get into that 2000 level, which is right in here, where you can see in the daily quite a lot of imbalance still in here. So I don't look at imbalance on the daily, but it's just sort of visual stuff that I'm just trying to, that it won't work. So price will likely to sort of push down, push into this area, and then perhaps continue lower. That's a longer term approach, right? So we want to see what the market provides us at the start of the week, see what we can do, and yeah, look at that imbalance sort of candle. That would also give us a retest of the 2000, that 2000 level again was holding as a support here. It has not been actually retested. I thought we were going to get last week, but since with this push down, let's give it a try again with this buy zone here, see what if we can get perhaps a push from there, or we could get a push up to retrace, take out the previous low, collect the stops, and then sort of move up towards that level. So it's going to be a sort of consolidative area here. There's sellers, there's buyers in here. So I'm going to take it very carefully going at the start of June, and then see exactly what we get. Because I think longer term, I'll just draw an arrow so it sort of helps. But longer term, I want to see price sort of push into this area, give these sort of levels a retest, and then continue lower. Because I would like to see price back towards that 1860 level, because this is enough of a consolidation for me. If we start still see that bearish, that's sort of enough consolidation for me to start a sort of longer term reversal on the daily, after just coming back into this area. So I think that's pretty much it. If we don't see anything else, I think that's pretty much it for gold. Let's have a quick look at US30. I did have a zone which I marked back at the start of May, right? So it's been quite a while since I've been looking for this, and price is starting to push up to this level here, around about 34,000, sorry. Where price could, if price continues here on Monday, this is where I likely look to get that retracement, get that sell in. Because I'm expecting this price action to retrace, and what good level then a previous sort of high break here, and it looks like you got the previous resistance here, so price could come in and sort of make that move back down. But I think longer term could be bullish. I'll keep an eye on this and see what we can get, but I'm expecting some sort of reaction around that level, so look out for that on US30. I think that's pretty much it. All the links on the description. It's been Statics. Peace out.